There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We won the championship. Oh my god. Let's put ourselves on the podium and see if we won something. Seems we did. The Proto Mark X GP Explorer Edition. One of 960. Pretty much. There are 1,000 units of this vehicle. 960 have been given to certain players who registered for this if you were living in Belgium, France or Switzerland. Throughout the month there was some sort of draw happening. It has the GP Explorer series. It's a racing series. It has that livery. It basically is the exclusive livery pretty much. It's a Proto Mark X. It has the same stock performance as the normal Mark X, but it's not the same vehicle, as you will see here. This is the Explorer edition, and here was the normal one that we were just driving. Was some sort of link, you could register for it, and then it would just wait and see. They would do some sort of lottery draw or whatever. Not sure what happened to the other 40, because there are 1,000 units available. 960 were given this way to players who lived in one of those 3 countries. The other 40 probably to promote this thing were given to some content creators. I saw somebody driving this 3 weeks ago to let people know that you could vote on this thing and register for it if you wanted to win it. So I'm guessing the other 40 are given away to certain by the PR team, let's say. This is a bit of a needle in the eye of those who are collectors, those who like to have every single vehicle of a game in their collection. You're not gonna get your hands on this one. One of the most rare cars in the game. Only 1,000 people out there have it in their garage. This reminds me of the RUP CTR3 Xfinity edition in the Crew 1, which was sort of similar thing, where only people living in the USA could get their hands on the RUP CTR3 Xfinity edition back in the day. This is something again that they have come up with. Now, when I received this thing, I got a notification on the left top of my screen saying new content available. I was just in free drive. I thought, like, what did I win? And then when that 5 or 10 seconds were over, I got another pop-up saying new content, deploy Twitch drop. And that turned out to be this car. So what I was thinking, maybe, this is just a guess, maybe they will do some event, I don't know, Halloween or Christmas or something, with Twitch drops. Somebody streaming this game, either Ubisoft, or if they really want to do some business with the PR team, give Twitch drops to every channel who is streaming your game. Would also be a nice thing to do. And then maybe, if they do it like that, then you could potentially get your hands on it by watching one of those streams for a half an hour or an hour, and then you get a Twitch drop and it turns out to be this car. That could be a possibility. If they keep it exclusive to the 1,000 players that they have given one, then you have bad luck if you're a collector. Unless you just happen to be one of those that live in one of those 3 countries who could register for it, and as myself, get their hands on the Proto Mark X GP Explorer Edition. It's in the garage, so we will drive it. Other than that, stock same level, 788 as the other one. doesn't brake better, it doesn't drive better, it's just an exclusive livery PR promotion thing or whatever.
You know, Porsche's manufacturers are in Stuttgart, Germany. Do you know what's special with Germany when it comes to driving cars? Yes, autobahns with no speed limit driving. So we provided you with a speed powerhouse to drive Hawaii's highway. So drive fast and drive clean.
47408 or a similar top speed as the normal one as well. Decent brakes as the normal one as well. Obviously I did fiddle around a bit with the Pro settings. First thing I did is put the brake balance all the way to the rear, which is all the way to the right in this game, unlike in the Crew 2, because they have switched front and rear. In the Crew 2 it was all the way to the left. If you put the brake balance all the way to the rear on this car, in the Crew 2 this thing was the best braking car in the game. Pretty similar. This thing stops. We also stiffened up the suspension a little bit. So these are the settings that we have here. It oversteers a little bit. I'm not convinced about this camber. I see all of these people coming from the Crew 2. This is like the base setup that they start with. They put the camber on -25, and anti-roll bars +10 on every car out there in the game. For me personally, I feel that does not work very well in this game. Anti-roll bars 10, sure, but the camber, I would mess around with that. In some cars it works just fine the way you get it, with like in the middle. In other cars you have to go like -10, -5, something like that. On some cars this -25 works, but not on all of them. As you could see in some of those corners I was oversteering with that Alpha GP. Now that can have something to do with tire wear, but I don't think so. I think it was just because we had too much camber. So you might want to bring it down on some vehicles. That on the side. Other than that, if you're watching this, Fergus, get Kara out of our game. We have put her off in the menu. She is, after a month, more and more annoying me, and no, not only me. See a bunch of people on the Discord complaining about her and all over the place in every chat. We had Zoe in the Crew 1. She was quite annoying at times, but okay, we could live with that. In Forza Horizon you have Anna. She's also not that interesting, but you can put her off and then they're off. Here you can't put her off. I just come out of this event, here she is again. She puts a waypoint on she's talking some story about Porsche every day to me. I've completed every playlist. I don't know why she wants to send me to the Porsche playlist, but that's what she does. Every time you have to put that, remove that waypoint and shut her up. And we have her off in the menu. Of course, what you can do is put the voice off, then you don't hear her, but that doesn't change the fact that she's putting waypoints on your map. That's what needs to go. That woman needs to go. They need to make this menu work. There are a few things which are annoying the hell out of me while I'm doing this video. I can as well mention it. Rewind is off. If it is off, it should not work. Also not in free drive. In free roam we are driving around. You get stuck on a rock because you get hit by one of these AI cars who are attacking you because of the desync situation of the servers or whatever. Sometimes the AI just attacks you. They come into your lane and you end up on a rock and you get stuck. You just want to put yourself back on the road. It doesn't work. You have to rewind 15 seconds, another 3 seconds to go back on track. That's 18 seconds just to get the car back on the road. And the same goes for Miss Daisy over here. Kara, you can put her off, but she's under controller volume or controller audio. You can put her off, she's still there, you can still hear her, so you have to go to voices, put that on 0, then you don't hear her anymore, but it doesn't change the fact that she's still putting waypoints on our map every time you come out of it, which is especially annoying if you're in a crew. You're in a crew, you have a crew waypoint, the orange waypoint, the orange GPS line, and then the rest of your team is dealing with Kara. They have like 2 lines. They have an orange line for the crew, and they have a yellow line for personal Kara's assistant crap. You also have an option somewhere, personal assistant, I think it's called. Also, you put that off. She's still there. She constantly is there. She needs to go. Do something with it. We know about it now. We figured it out. We know the map inside out after a month. Not that it's not such a big map, as we know. We don't need her guidance anymore. Anyway. The Proto Mark 10 GP Explorer Edition. If you see them drive around, then you know that person lives either in Belgium, France or Switzerland. And that is how they got it. I thought I'll do a quick video about it, so you can see what's going on and where it comes from. If you look this car in the shop, you will see it, and it just says this vehicle is not available. That's what it said also a couple of days ago for me. Now, of course, I have the green check mark on it because it is in my garage. Anyway, just a quick video on this pretty rare car. One of 960 apparently. And another 40 probably giving by the PR team to some content creators or whatever. Maybe. Unless they do some Twitch drop event or something and you can win it there. Or some other promotion. It's probably gonna stay like this. It was the same in the Crew 1 with the RUP CTR3 Xfinity Edition. If you were living in Europe or somewhere else, which was not the USA or Canada, you couldn't get your hands on that car. This is probably something similar. Not very well thought of by the PR team because there are collectors out there in any game. People who want to have every vehicle in their garage. They grind hard, do summits to get all the summit cars. If there's a motor pass, they will buy it to get all of those cars. And then they do something like this. And those people are not getting that car. Not very good PR. Probably good promotional and they probably got some money from it for doing it, but why only 1,000? Just give it to everybody. Jesus, Ubisoft PR team. We will never get along with those guys. Always this exclusive stuff and then it causes problems within the community. Anyway, that will be it for this one. As always, we will be live later today on Twitch. Streaming the Crew Motorfest. What are we doing at the moment? Trying to figure out what buttons I have to press on a keyboard because normally I drive with a wheel. We are still doing our playlists. We have completed Japan, Hawaii, completed. We still need a few in off-road, one more challenge in motorsports and so on. So we are doing these challenges, filling up these boxes. We have done the events and side activities already last week. So we are now on the thing of completing every playlist 100%. We've done Japan, Hawaii and Dream Cars and we are close to some of the others there. 1, 2, 3, 4 or so where we only need a few things and then the rest. Other than that, we have the playlist revisit thing and we have competitive also done. We still need a level or two on the green one, which is harder to get now in month 2. Because in the first month, the photos, the collectibles, all those things that you were collecting on the map, all those yellow things on your minimap, that all counted for green. Now for green, the only thing that counts are skill tests. You only get like 1,000, 2,000 points of it. And opening boxes, which is, depending on the color of the box, mostly green, is 6,000, 7,000. If it's yellow, then you get something like 12,000 XP. But still, you need 500,000 XP in each of these 3 boxes. That will give you 4 legendary levels. And then you get the bar. They have changed something that last month I think you needed to complete all 3 of them before you get the yellow bar. Now you only need to complete 1 of them and it will unlock the yellow bar. And then you grind through it and get some levels. Of course, you can also leave it to the ivory time and do nothing about these idiots. This thing reset like 2-3 days ago. You see, I'm level 14. Even with an XP magnet vehicle and grinding for XP, you might be able to get to level 40, 50. 400-500 levels a month with an XP magnet set on your vehicle, completely maxed out with legend and everything. All of these idiots. We're 2-3 days after the reset, they are level 1000. Who believes these people? Obviously, every single one of them are script users. Get them out of the game. It's against the TOS. It is a bannable offense. Get them out of the game. Ban them for a month. I don't care. Send out a message, because if you don't do anything about it, more and more of these idiots are going to come in. Do we care for that? Not really, but in a way we do, because those script users, they are messing with the files, they are messing with the AI. The AI doesn't know what to do. We see buses, AI buses flying around through the air. Why? Because there are some script users messing with the game files. The result of that is the buses flying in the air. That's the reason why they need to get out. Next to that, of course, they have their legendary points, where we have, what do we have, like, even if you grind with an XP level, you probably had something like 400 or 500 levels last month. If you played normally, you will have around 200. I was level 183, 171 in the yellow bar, plus the 12 from the 3 other boxes. So it's 183 points I got. So this thing here, we had to split them up a little bit. Of course, those script users, they have 1000 points here. They have everything maxed out already, which means it gives them a benefit. Give them more pure, or it gives them more refill when they are breaking, because we don't have points to put on there and things like that. It gives them some advantage, which means it also gives them advantage in summits. If you don't have 40 levels to play with, you can't put 40 points on skilled. That costs you 10% scoring in skill test. All of that, you can make the sum of that. It all results in the fact that those script users need to go. Get them out. Again, another bad decision, of course, because you could see this coming from miles away. If you design a game where you have a leaderboard which is based on XP, then you can see the script and macro users coming from miles away. This should not be a surprise, not even to the devs it should be a surprise, because they did the same thing with the icon levels in the previous game, which was also full of script users. That is a bad decision making, in my opinion. If you come up with an XP leaderboard, or a level leaderboard, or anything which is based on level and XP and grinding, you're gonna get script users in it. That's all fine as long as you do something about it. Which doesn't seem to be the case. Because they are there again, after 3 days, they have level 1000, which is impossible to do, even if you play 12 hours a day, it is impossible to do. You can get 400 or 500 levels with an XP magnet, completely maxed out on your vehicle, playing 10-12 hours a day, grinding for XP. You can get 400 or 500 levels a month. These guys are getting 1000 levels after 3 days. And if you read the fine print of your own game, dear Ivory Tower, Ubisoft, then you have it even in there. Using macros and scripts is against the TOS. It's in the TOS, the terms of service. You should read your own terms of service, then you know you can ban them. Anyway, that will be it. The Proto Mark 10 GP Explorer Edition. One of 960. Total 1000 units are out there. Other than that, no idea. Unless they come up with something to spread it out over the rest of the community, I'm guessing this is going to be a very rare car. Another one. Another really good decision. Especially an eye in the needle of collectors out there. If they just do not live in one of those 3 countries, they will be missing a car. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.